Elizabeth, like my late mother. Whenever I say Elizabeth, thank you very much, Madam Chairperson of Council, the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Chris, Management, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, the University Secretary, Registrar, members of the University Council, members of Senate, members of the University community. I believe there are students. I hope you invited students. Where are the students? Raise your hand. Very good. Yeah. Okay, it's important to invite them. It's part of their education. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is even an understatement for me to say that this is one of the happiest moments in my life. And as the guild president has said, it better happen at the end. The Vachika said, you know, when you are disgraced, it's a terrible thing. But today is very happy in my life. I don't have a written speech, and therefore I'm going to go up and down. I can't afford not to. When the Vice Chancellor motivated to me that the university wanted it to be farewell, I readily accepted, but with some trepidations. Why is it that the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act has not been amended so that there is no term limit? I frankly would have been very happy. I hope it is not too late, Madam Vice Chancellor, to quickly advise the government to move. So, the Vice Chancellor has told you that it's a bit of a reason for me to accept to be your Chancellor. That is true. She gave slightly the wrong reason, so I want to correct her. I have no problem with problems. I will take you on anytime. I have no problem with the principled quarrels. But the main reason, if you want to remember, is that I had just been Chancellor of Makerere University. And I was the first known big person in the country to be Chancellor of Makerere University. And it was not the best of times for various reasons. So I wanted to rest. But when management, including Professor Kwesiga and after Dr. Wakana approached me, I said, wait a minute. What have I ever done for Kigezi, the district of my birth? And I concluded I hadn't done much at all for this region. So I said, happily, I will come and make a contribution. And I am glad, ladies and gentlemen, that I made the decision to accept the advice of leadership of Kavari to become your Chancellor. I have enjoyed every bit of my time as Chancellor of Kavari University. And let me say, it is because of you people's leadership. Absolutely. You know, people make statements just to please. If I was unhappy with your performance, I would tell you so. But I'm extremely happy with Kagonyera University Council for the leadership you have given to this upcoming institution. Thank you and the management, the Vice Chancellor, the Deputy Vice Chancellor is failing, but the University Secretary, the Academic Registrar always gave me hard time. Really, you have made my life as Chancellor of Kagonyera University a very pleasant journey. And that's why I had been tempted to think that maybe it is not very smart to have term limits. But being a man of rules, I accepted the inevitable that my life as Chancellor had come to an end happily, as the President of the Republic said. Today, I went around some parts of the university. Thanks, Mr. University Secretary, for arranging the visit, except that your people came 1.5 hours late. And I was wondering what time they kept, whether it was East African time or some other time. And that's partly why I came, because we finished the visit fair later. I was really exhausted. You know, in the next month, in August, I'll celebrate my 84th year. So, the 84th year of visa. So, but I went around and I concluded that I made a better decision. I visited the medical parts of the medical school. I saw the inadequacies you have, and we have to do something about it. Personally, I tell you, Madam Vice Chancellor, I will not rest. Participate in making sure that things change in the infrastructure of the medical school. But I'm very happy, Kagonyera University, you still are producing, in spite of those inadequacies, some of the best doctors in this country. Then, of course, I visited the site where you are constructing a new building for the Faculty of Technology. It's amazing. We have to work hard on getting all the money we need to complete that structure. I was very happy to find your own students as some of the supervisors of that building. Very good. I went to the main campus. You know, I lived on that campus, but I was happy to see that many of the residential houses we had are now serving the country in the industry of creating knowledge. I was amazed with what I saw at the main campus. So although we say Gachari Mabaga, like the Colonians do, definitely the university is to be commended for what I was able to say. Many of you may have read, I think they were books written by one called Potts. Who remembers the title of those books? Those who are slightly older than others. Joy, do you remember the books written by a man called Potts? P-O-T-T-S. The title of the books were Makers of Civilization. And you had people like Francis. I would want to imagine that you people are also makers of civilization. And therefore I want to congratulate you on that. You can't wonderful. We all know that there is no shortcut to the development of any country. The right way is through knowledge creation. People must be educated, people must have skills in order for the country to develop. All these squabbles here about the Bararo, the North and the other, are all signs of poverty. And the poverty is not about anything but lack of knowledge. Once to fight poverty, we always made mistakes in this country. When we said, we need to, excuse me, fight poverty, ignorance, and disease. Excuse me. Really, the one thing we need to fight is ignorance. Once you fight ignorance, poverty, and the disease will run away from you. They will flee through the window. Poverty and ignorance is the thing to fight through knowledge creation. And I'm glad, I'm happy with the modest contribution Kagonyera University is making in that effort. Starting and growing an institution of higher learning is not an easy thing. When we started this university as a private university, we had lots of difficulties. This lady you see there, Joy Kwesiga, I can happily talk about her, is a woman who risked to come and head the institution. No, it mattered on some people's moods for her to get a salary. If the mood was good, she got a salary. If the mood was bad, no salary. But she stayed. That woman. So I have no doubt about Madam, your commitment to serving our country as Vice Chancellor of Kagonyera University. You've moved from far, and thank you very much. In the process of growing this university, we have sometimes made some very unpleasant decisions, but they had to be made. When it is in the interest of an institution we are serving, we don't hesitate to act. And that's why some people had to leave this university. It wasn't nice to do, but it had to be done. And I don't apologize for it. You have a unique position in the life of this country. This country, our people have really gone way, way down in ethical values. Yes. Kabisa, forget it. You can be trained as a doctor, you can be an engineer, but you are the one doing things that risk the lives of many people. Not because you don't know the hard skills, but you totally lack in what we call soft skills. I want Kagonyera University to play a leading role in inculcating soft skills in our graduates, so that they are the favored for everybody who wants people to employ. They should be coming to Kagonyera University because you are turning out men and women not only with the hard skills, but certainly with the requisite soft skills to perform well in society. And you have made a very good beginning. Why? I have not seen many institutions where there is a very amicable relationship between student leadership and the management. I don't hear about strikes and the property destruction at Kagonyera University. No. I left Makerere University, but sometimes I would be disappointed with the students. That's why I would say, you young men and women, there ought to be a difference between you and the cane cutters. It's the cane cutters who have very little in their grey matter that go about destroying property in the name of protest. You have intellect. Why don't you sit down with your leadership and solve the problems in a civilized manner? And that's part of your education. Don't be mistaken about it. So I want to congratulate Kagonyera University on making that modest beginning, but please keep it up so that you are sought after. Those of you who know about America, you know about schools like MIT and Harvard. You know, they produce men and women of high quality, not only in hard skills, but in soft skills. And I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, soft skills are as important or probably more important than hard skills. So please Kagonyera University, make it part of your mantra to inculcate the necessary, appropriate soft skills among our young men and women. Well, I want you to contribute positively to the leadership of this country. Yeah. Yes, we should one day get a good president who is the president. A good one. Mark my word. A good one. Yes. I don't know what they are going to say about me. This is a different professor president. Because I suspect this person who is going to talk about me doesn't know much about me. I've been in public life for about 57 years, and in that 57 years I've been all over the place in various capacities. So I suspect whoever is going to talk about me, since they didn't consult me, they probably have a problem. They can be story. Now, let me say a few things. First of all, I'm a scientist. And I have taught at Makerere University for some time, but I'm also a politician. I've been in Uganda's politics for quite a while now. I was even a UPC youth wing. Yes. The UPC has once been a great party in this country. I don't know when it's still. I saw a signpost for UPC. I don't know how many of you are members of the party. But probably there are a few ex-members who include me. Yes. So I've been in politics and I've served in various capacities. Now, one of the reasons why I invited that gentleman, John, you stand up. John is Buteki. John Buteki, besides being a citizen of Kagonyera, is an accomplished teacher. He even taught at King's College. Yeah. But one other thing I would like to say is that when we are forming a party called the Uganda Patriotic Movement, precursor to NRM, it is that man and the late Kato who accompanied Kagonyera to bring the new good tidings to the people of Kagonyera. And we nearly got lynched at the bus park. So thank you, John. I'm happy that you were able to come. We are happy with that. Now let me say one thing about this hall in which we are. Professor Kwesiga reminded me how we used to, and the floor has not changed much, by the way, at all. How we used to dance in this hall when we are engaged. Don't think that I was born an old man. I was once young and vibrant, and we used to do wonderful work on the floor of this hall. The only original thing that remains about this hall is that fireplace. So I'm very happy, nostalgically, that this function of you people appreciating my service has been done in a hall that has very historical attachments in my life. I think it's the only part of the original White Horse Inn that is still standing. The rest of them were pulled down. All the buildings you see around here are all new, except this one. This is a wonderful hall, and I hope management owners of this hotel will keep this place because history has been made in this Even former President Obote danced in this hall. So he was unlucky not to be the one to dance with him. So it's a wonderful place to be in. I can't really express my happiness. Thank you, Joy, for telling Kagonyera University that my wife has been part of the, not struggle, but the journey. And that's why I brought alone Mrs. Zamukunda. You know, she's a member of the council and from the Ministry of Education. You know very well I usually travel around alone, isn't it? But at this time I said, Madam, you come. These people don't believe that you are somebody. Come with me and see what Kagonyera University have for us. So I want to thank you, Madam, for having come with me. We've been close friends for about 47 years now. And after our wedding reception took place in the gardens of this hotel. So thank you very much for joining me. But you are not known for being that much of a gentleman. Isn't it? Sure. We have to struggle. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I can't express my happiness for Kagonyera. What I saw today and what we have gone through, Mr. University Secretary, and all of you. I met some senior academics. I'm happy they are not here. People like Professor Ndorelli and I thought they were coming. They are not invited. They should have.
Some deans were invited, like Professor Makara.
Yes.
Had something to do. They had to be away somewhere, so the senior people were invited.
So I met some professors. You know, you people, one of the best ways to build this country is not through politics. It is through institutions like Kagonyera. When I was going around, I would ask the students and the staff where they come from. And I found out that the whole of Uganda is represented on this country. And happily so. And that's what we want. This thing called sectarianism. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I have never in my public life ever done anything basing my decision on unprincipled sectarian grounds. Never. And it has served me well because everywhere I go, I get it. Yes, I do. So once again, Kagonyera University, thank you for hosting me tonight. Thank you for being good subjects. Yes. The years have been very happy. Yes, and we've moved on and on. And I can only pray that you keep up the speed. And the Kagonyera University grow to greater and greater heights. God bless you all. Thank you very much.